What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? It's Dan here from Cryonoir. It's devlog time! First of all, not entirely linked with development of the game, as it were. I have a new camera and a new microphone. Before this, I was filming on this little bad boy, which is the Canon G7X. And it was really okay. It was a perfectly fine camera for vlogging and for other things of that nature, but it had a couple of glaring issues, as in it didn't have a microphone input slot, and the inbuilt microphone was terrible, because I used to have to do loads of really janky sort of get-ified sort of things where I would put the camera in one place and get that all set up, and then I would put the Blue Yeti mic somewhere else and then run that through the laptop and record that and then have to mesh the two. But this way I should get one thing that's awesome and it should all work perfectly fine. Now I am filming on this, which is a Nikon D5200. Ooh. And we also have a Rode mic on the top as well. Okay, so this camera is doing a pretty terrible job of dealing with the light. This is another issue with this camera, that it had no manual controls whatsoever. So you got what you got, and that was it. Or it did have some manual controls, but nowhere near enough. So you kind of got what you got. Not slating this, if you've got one of these, use it. It's a really good camera. But it's time to go up. So yesterday I played around with it for about half an hour and watched maybe 2 YouTube videos, tutorials. So I think it's safe to say I'm pretty much an expert now. On with the game. What have we been doing? Let's think. Well, Josh has been busy with the game jam that I mentioned last week. I thought he was just doing it over the weekend, but it turns out it was a more longer one than that. You can go check out his game. I've left a link in the description below. It was done through Itch, and the game was called Roborail, because it's a robot on a train. And yeah, it's a perfectly playable game. It looks pretty cool. There should be some footage of it rolling now. And yeah, it was a good game. It's not finished, as he freely admits, but that's as far as he got within the time allowed. So he did that. Whilst he was doing that, I decided I was going to add another level type. This one's going to be a kind of underground lava-y kind of level. Which will have lava. Basically, it's going to be like a cavern sort of level with lava. And I managed to get most of the tiles going and get them all in, but I wasn't able to check whether or not they were tiling properly, because when I actually tried to get them to work on launching the game, I got critical error and critical error after critical error after critical error, and it just all fucking died. I managed to fix a lot of it, but not enough for it to work. The day before yesterday, I got it over to Josh and said, right, what have I missed? I think I fixed everything, but clearly I haven't. He had a look at it and I'd missed one thing in one place. So he did a final little bug fix and then it worked. None of the colours were right. I hadn't had a chance to colour grade them or put anything in like that. So they all looked terrible anyway. So I then spent about an hour or so last night, maybe a little while longer, playing around with the colour grading of it, and managed to get it out and redid some of the shading as well, and then managed to get it looking like like it is now that you can see before you. So yeah, it's okay. This is just like a first pass. It's far from finished. Like the other levels are much closer to a finished product. This is, like I say, just the first pass, but I will be doing some more work on that over the next week as well. Now Josh is finished doing his game jam, he will be helping a lot more over the next week as well. He's got some more back end stuff he wants to do, which I believe I mentioned in the last devlog. So yeah, so there we go. We're not doing too bad now. We have kind of a sandstone ruins level. We have a kind of what looks to be almost of a sky cloud kind of level, which is pretty damn cool. We have 2 variants on the industrial level. We have an ice level, and now we also have a lava level, or certainly the beginnings of. So yeah, so on we go. Things are going really well. So that'll about wrap it up for this devlog. Not a huge amount of stuff to show you, because doing an entire tile set in a week takes pretty much the entire week, and Josh has been doing other things as well. So that eats into a lot of the time. I spent an awful long time looking at little squares and colouring them in grey, which is fine. I don't mind. I quite enjoy doing that. It's very therapeutic, but it is time consuming. Bear in mind there's 120, 130 tiles per tile set. So it was 130 little squares with more little squares in them. So it takes a long time. So there'll be more cool things to show you next week. I'm hoping to have some other videos up over the next week or so as well, because there's some other little bits that are going on in the background as well. And yeah, check us out on Instagram. I'm on Instagram every single day now, and I really love Instagram. It's really, really good. So I post lots of stuff, both about sort of game development and just general funniness and things that are happening. So check us out. Check me out on Instagram. There's a link down in the description below. We're also on Twitter. We're also on Facebook as well. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe. I should have probably said that at the beginning. Should I say that at the beginning? I don't know. If you're new to the channel, subscribe so that you can keep on top of everything that's happening. And yes, that's it. So take it easy. I don't know. If somebody could come up with a way for me to end these videos without kind of doing the salute thing, that would be awesome, because it's a thing and it's out of control. Bye.